Hello and welcome. My name is Alan. Grab you a seat, grab you a drink. We're going to talk about Forbidden Door. I didn't get to watch it, but it went pretty much the way I expected it to based on results. Looking at some of the results and the videos I've watched talking about the pay-per-view, um, they have Jon Moxley beating Takahashi for the interim AEW championship. I kind of expected that to happen. I just had a gut feeling. Um, Jay White held on to his title in the four-way match between him, Adam Cole, Adam Page, and Kuchika Okada. And again, I kind of expected that. Adam Cole, however, exacerbated his injury he's been kind of struggling with. So, um, what else? The former Cesaro, now known by his real name and the ring name he originally went by, Claudio Castagnoli, or Castagnoli, defeats Zack Sabre Jr. I think he will be a good pickup, replacing Bryan Danielson uh, for Forbidden Door and then Blood and Guts, and also coming in as now a member of the Blackpool Combat Club once Danielson comes back. That's going to be a pretty decent stable. I'm kind of wondering how things will go. Um, Will Ospreay beat Orange Cassidy. They said it was one of the most enjoyable matches, just all the moves they pulled off, which kind of what I figured. I kind of expected Cassidy to lose. Um, we also have Thunder Rosa holding on to her title, defeating Tony Storm, which again I kind of expected. Like I said, a lot of these matches went the way I kind of thought they were. Um, Sting, Darby Allin, and Shingo Takagi beat El Phantasmo and the one night only members of the Bullet Club, the Young Bucks. It was meant to have um, other members in the match, but the fourth for Sting, Darby Allin, and Shingo Takagi's team got hurt, and thus Hikuleo just stood outside during the match. He just escorted him to the ring and stuff. So, uh, the All Atlantic Championship Finals, the original choice for New Japan and Japan's representative Tomohiro Ishii got injured, which saddens me. I would have loved to see the Stone Pitbull in this, but he was replaced by Clark Connors, who they gave some spots in the match because he was the least known going in. But it was Connors, Pac, Miro, and Malachi Black. I kind of expected Miro to win. They made him a monster. He was double teamed a lot. But Pac walked away as the first All Atlantic champion. Overall, not bad, but pretty good. The triple threat tag team match. FTR, Roppongi Vice, and Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Khan. It went the way I kind of figured FTR to win it. So they hold on to their Ring of Honor tag team championships, but also capture IWGP New Japan Pro Wrestling tag team championships. So, then we have a 3-on-3 match. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki defeated the team of Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino. Yeah. But they also had a buy-in, an hour and a half. It had 4 matches. The first was QT Marshall and Aaron Solo versus Goto and Yoshi, something like that. But they beat Marshall and Solo. Then you had a one-on-one between Lance Archer and Nick Comoroto. Pretty good big man match. And of course, they talked a lot pushing Archer going into the G1, which is a big tournament held by New Japan uh, every summer, I think it is. But then you had the LA Dojo of New Japan Strong facing uh, Max Caster, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn. And of course, Danhausen pops up on screen and he kind of gets the attention of Austin and Colton, and they run backstage to try to find Danhausen. And so it ends up being a handicap match with the LA Dojo versus Max Caster and Billy Gunn. Max Caster and Billy Gunn win. I really like this combination of the Gun Club and the Acclaimed. They have a lot of DX energy. If you watch DX during when it first started with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, the New Age Outlaws in China, and X-Pac, yeah, that iteration, it kind of reminds me of, because it has that just utter goofiness and is just fun to watch. Um, and then we had a tag team match. El Desperado, I cannot remember the name of his tag team partner, faced Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. They worked on Keith Lee's leg quite a bit, but he ended up winning the match. So Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland would win. But then they get called out by Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs. So they're really pushing a feud between them. But yeah, overall, much of the pay-per-view went kind of as I thought it would go. Again, it disappoints me because CMLL's partnership with New Japan prevented a lot of AAA stars who are also signed with AEW from showing up on the pay-per-view. So the card could have been even better. But it is what it is. Now, I would love to see a pay-per-view AEW does with AAA. I would really love like a pay-per-view that has AAA, New Japan, and AEW. We'll call it Best in the World, because you would have all three of the biggest wrestling organizations working together. But of course, petty real life politics are playing a role. So. But as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.